Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're up and running. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Rijkaard, and it's played forward. Bale. Son Heung-min threads one in. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. Gullit with the short one. And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That'll be a throw. Zanetti, cross into the box. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, he's all alone. It's Bale! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Fenerbahce are now... He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a cute ball. Gattuso with the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Baresi, pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Bale. Aims beyond the defence. Zanetti. Gattuso gives no quarter whatsoever.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, shooting chance! Cannavaro gets it away. Decent chance! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Seedorf. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Chouameni, Davids. Rui Costa. Rijkaard. Fenerbahce looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Nedved. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Bale. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Bale! And he's quick to get rid. Davids, and the pass is intercepted. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! Oh, good take and a Hullet! Zanetti getting this one clear. And they win it back again. Rui Costa. Chouameni. Now it's Son Heung-min. Zanetti. Gattuso. Hullet. Tries to pass it through. And this is Eto'o. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. It's in! And the headlines can... And that is indeed the final act. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Fenerbahce really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Fenerbahce look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. So the action resumes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Hullet. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Eto'o. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's not an especially good pass, that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's good play. Referee's given a throw. Rui Costa. Zanetti crosses. Hullet. Baresi makes the interception. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think...
And he's decided to go for it. That pass has been well intercepted. Son Heung-min! No, got right underneath it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Maldini looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Zanetti. And it's Davids. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose, and he's following up! And no mistake. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability. And Hullet! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Fenerbahce are having... He's having a shot! Punched away. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Batistuta. Nicely shaped ball.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Maldini just eases him off the ball. Batistuta. Seedorf. Hullet. And the counter is on. Conte. Half an hour gone in the second half. Costa Curta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has found the way through. It is a corner. Fenerbahce have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that pass isn't the best. Cannavaro. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. A diamond of a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And he's opted for the long pass. Now it's Eto'o. He's beaten the last man. He's in one-on-one. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! About as smooth as it gets. And And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And yes, it's him again. That is ended up in no man's land. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo for Conte. And that is a little undercooked. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that is a good... Can he finish? And with that, the end. Fenerbahce can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Nedved claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Entre semana y en días